All right, hi everybody. So I came across a story about a mom who, while she was going to the bathroom, essentially her son with autism got out of the house. He escaped. He went and unlocked the door, was very quick about it. Mom comes out of the bathroom, can't find him anywhere, searched for a long time. By the time he was found, he had run off to a main road. Thankfully, another lady had found him and he was perfectly fine. With that said, as all the emotions the mom had going through her head already, the lady who found the son was not quite so understanding, had a lot of choice words to say, a lot of thoughts and everything about the comment. And so that's really just kind of inspired this video for me to just share a little bit more about autism. So kind of one, jumping to kids and individuals who have autism. Having autism is hard. It is not easy. When we discuss problem behavior, it's not the same problem behavior that you see with your 2 and your 3 year olds that have their terrible twos and the little tantrums that they can throw. Not minimizing that, but a lot of these individuals with autism, these problem behaviors can escalate to be extremely, extremely intense, and they last for long periods of time, and they can be very, very frequent. So I'm talking about kids who genuinely run from the house constantly. Parents will put locks on the door and all the things, and the kids are still persistently trying to get out. Sometimes these kids will hit walls, put holes in the walls, or they'll engage in what we call self-injurious behavior, and that's where they're banging their own head, putting bruises and marks and cuts on their own body because they're biting themselves, and all of these things. And it's honestly, it's a lot of stuff, and it makes sense though when you look at a kid who's 5 years old and they're hungry and they don't yet have the communication to be able to tell somebody that they're hungry. Or you get these 10-year-olds who need to go to the bathroom and they don't know how to tell you, and their teacher at school didn't ask. And so what did they have to do? They had to throw themselves on the floor and hurt themselves to get someone to look at them so that they could then be offered to go to the bathroom. And these are things that these kids go through all the time. And then I can't imagine even individuals with autism who don't have that high problem behavior and they've got all the communication, it's not easy for them either. Nobody wants to be friends with the kids who's flapping in the corner. Kids aren't exactly nice when they have kids in the classroom who are a little bit different. And so a lot of adults with autism will tell you how hard it is growing up, tell you that they hardly ever had friends or maybe no friends at all, and that they've never experienced a relationship. So it's not easy. And then be a parent. I can't imagine as a mom or even the dads what it is like to watch your kid go through that, what it is like to watch your kid banging their head and hurting themselves because they don't know how to tell you what they want. That's not easy. That is difficult. A lot of these parents have so many rights and so many things taken away from them. They can't put Halloween decorations up or Christmas decorations up because their kid might tear them down. They can't sit there and plant flowers in the flower bed because the kid is going to take them apart. They, a lot of times, can't even sleep in bed with their spouse without the kiddo being there. And so again, this is not easy stuff. And there are parents out there that it's a 24/7 job, and parents feel like they can't go to the bathroom or can't go cook dinner or do all these things that they need to get done because their kiddo is constantly trying to run out of the house. And these are not quick, easy fixes. A lot of these things, yes, there's therapy, but it takes time, especially when they're missing that communication piece. So when you sit there and you run into a situation like that, it's one of those things that we as society have the power to change. Instead of putting parents down, instead of staring at them like they're these crazy parents or staring at their kids because they're flapping and asking what they're doing that for, instead of doing all those things, we can simply say, hey, you know what, mom, you're doing an awesome job. That mom probably just needed a hug that day and to be told it's okay after she's lost her kid because, again, she went to the bathroom. That mom just needed someone to tell her you're doing a great job. In the grocery store, when the kids are throwing themselves on the ground, it's so helpful if we just walk up to the parents and say, hey, you're doing awesome. Props to you for saying no. Hey, you're doing great. Or when they're at the restaurant and they're flapping their hands, instead of just staring at them, you can say, hey, she looks so cute. I love that bow on her head. She looks like a really sweet kiddo. Say something nice. Just compliment them. And that means the world to them and makes such a difference rather than just an awkward stare as we're walking by. So share those with other people. If you see other people out there and you see someone with autism, try to show them the love and help them with those small little nice comments of encouragement so that we can help make their life just a little bit easier. Otherwise, that's all I had for today. So thank you for letting me share my little bit of a rant and everything. So that is all. Have a great rest of the day.